Welcome to the USL Show presents Kit Season. This is episode week 3. This has been a lot of fun putting together. Hopefully after today, we still have our jobs. This should be a lot of fun. We got some really fun kits to review today, all over the USL Championship this week. And we're quite excited. And yeah, shall we just jump right into it, guys? Shall we?
Let's do it.
Do it. On to the next one.
So up first, this is the reason why we think we could get fired. This is a team that is near and dear to one of the main people at the USL show. Sorry, Taylor. This is rough. Birmingham Legion home. This is rough. It's a Coke can. That's all I can say about it.
And I hate Coke. I'm a Pepsi fan, so it hurts to look at, but much less a Coke Zero. This has zero appeal, just like Coke has zero sugar.
I think I can pick up this jersey at my local Dick's Sporting Goods.
Walmart. Well, yeah,
That's a Nike Drive
find
fit.
this out Walmart.
It just needed to be a Reebok jersey, and then boom, straight Walmart. It's so boring, man. It is a black T-shirt. I will say this one is the best out of the Birmingham Legion jerseys.
Yeah.
Because of the 3 sparks, which again, if I didn't know Kaler, I would not know that these are 3 sparks. I had no idea what these are. Like, if it wasn't for Kaler, even like on the actual crest, I wouldn't know that those are sparks. So thank you, Kaler, for teaching me something. But otherwise, this is a very, very boring jersey.
And the 3 sparks are in like the same design as the 3 sparks inside the crest. They're just all vertical. Could have just done the design on the crest.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can make the Coca sponsorship gold instead of red.
Yeah. I will say I do give him slight props for making at least that some colorful, but then it's almost too much. If the rest of the kit would have been that, that gold, like it just seems like it's like a little bit of like 2 ideas that like conflicted. Do they want to go with like a red design with like the red Coca-Cola, or did they like make all the shade, like all the accents that red? Or did they want to go with that gold? But it seemed like and then also the Nike swoosh is white. You can't have like 4, let's see, is it 1, 2, 3, that 4 colors on that kit, and none of them really
Mix well now.
Yeah, they could if they actually tried. This does not do it.
Because I mean, like even the USL Championship patch, like that matches their team colors, that black and gold. Again, make the Coca-Cola gold, make the Nike gold. At least it's logical.
Yeah.
But the pop in red, the pop in white, it just does not work here.
Seems lazy to me by Nike, but which is reflected in my score, which is a solid 1.5. And I will say this before we go any further, I was one of the more generous votes on this one. Gio, who's next, wasn't quite so generous. It was 0.3.
I gave 1.01 for each spark, just for Taylor. I thought they were stars for a long time.
Yeah,
it's good to know they're little sparks. So I gave him something for this Coke Zero shirt.
Coke Zero shirt. Foxy felt similar-ish to me.
It was. I couldn't give them anything less than a 2 because I talked so much trash last week about that the white piss jersey. So I was like, even if it was a plain white jersey, it should have been a 2. So this is a plain black jersey, so it gets a 2 from me. Plain jerseys get a 2 from me, basically.
And then we go to Reagan, which is on par with Gio with a 0.5.
I mean, I can basically buy this without the sponsors of Sparks or the badge at a sporting goods store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just shows the effort that was Sorry, Legion, you're a really good team this year. Your kits are not on par.
Great
which
team.
is a shame.
Great fan base. Love the fan base over at Legion. Awful jersey.
Hammering Down is one of the best podcasts in the
Mhm.
and all the whole
And
league.
all of
The whole
USL.
all USL. Taylor, I love you, and I'm sorry.
Yes, as we give this a 1.1 out of 5. Taylor, we love you and your team. This kit,
Don't
though,
cancel
it
the show.
doesn't do it. It doesn't
Yeah,
do it.
don't shut us down.
No, don't shut us down. We love the team. Well, we like to see them lose if they're good, but these kits aren't it. These
Yeah,
kits
it's
are not it.
as a Louisville fan, boo. But
These
they're
kits,
I
they're a
do
good team.
appreciate Alex Cornali and Eli Cornali, but apart from that, nah.
Shall we move on to a more favorable kit opinion by all of us?
Yeah.
Las Vegas, who has been surprising this year, that's for a different conversation. They've been surprisingly good, as well as their kit design this year. It's Vegas. That's all I can say about it. It's Vegas. It's the colors. It's nice. I like the color. It's a different take on those like dashed, those like diagonal stripes that you see in some of these teams do, especially with like the MLS teams when they had those vertical 3 stripes. It's a nice take on that. Also, this brand, I've never actually gotten a Meba kit before. So that was interesting to learn a little bit more about them. So I enjoyed this kit overall.
I enjoy it also. I like it for the same reasons. The neon lights. That would be Vegas for you right there. I like that it's not just straight lines. Being lazy, it's a little bit different. I like the colors. I like the kit overall. They did a good job with a black kit to make it interesting, and it goes along with their brand, and they're killing it this season so far. So I'm really happy with this one.
Yeah, same. I feel the same way. Like, I have no idea what the brand is. I've never heard of this brand before, so it was cool to see. Always like seeing all the new brands kind of show up and stuff like that. It's always nice. But yeah, it's the neon lights of Vegas. We got even the collar. Like, you got the blue and yellow in the collar and in the cuff. Like, that's definitely their brand from the past years, because it's going with their crest color. So it's so nice. This is a very nice kit. Las Vegas showing up, showing out like they should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Vegas, baby, right?
I will say one of the negatives to me is it's not a full collar, so I take some points from that. I do like it.
Yeah.
And that side sponsor being orange, I get they can't really control that as much as it is on the side of the arm.
Yeah.
But like that, it takes away a bit of it. But overall, you can't be too upset. Just minor details and
Yeah. That the Coin Cloud sponsor doesn't really affect the jersey too much. Like,
I think the white works best with this,
Yeah.
given all the different colors and it's on a black. Because if they would have done like a pink or a blue and yellow, it would have clashed with the stripes. So I think
Right.
the white. This is
Exactly.
a case to do a different color than what's matching.
right,
Not
the
like
orange,
Birmingham. Yes.
not like Birmingham.
Not like Birmingham. So, yeah.
Uh,
So
Regan.
you bet. There we go.
Well, at least they don't try to kill you with the neon like Memphis tries to do.
Yes.
Yes.
The Bitcoin sponsor on the sleeve is a little doesn't work, doesn't like match the kit.
Yeah. But as our rankings show, we all enjoy this kit. As I noted, I'll just go through it real quick. We all gave it a 4.
4. You get a 4. You get a 4. You get a 4.
We all like this kit.
Solid 4.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I just think we all enjoy this kit. It's better than the standard template kits, but it's not quite perfection. But it's a good, solid kit. We can't complain too much.
Oh yeah. Good job, Las Vegas.
Yes.
Get a golf clap.
Yes, a little golf clap for Vegas. So now let's go to another fun one with another different kit branding, which is, I will say, I am a fan of USL for that fact alone. San Diego Loyal away kit by Charlie. Please correct me if I'm not saying that right. I was excited
I
when
think
this
it's Charlie.
partner. Yeah, I think so too. I was excited when this partnership got announced. I've always been a fan of their kits, especially with their Liga MX kits that they have been doing for the past several years with some of the clubs down there.
Yeah, the
And
Luchador kits, the Day de no Muertes, Day of the Dead kits.
Always have been a big fan of them, and just good quality. And these colors are good. The gradient inside the Rocket League. First off, Rocket League, I love the game, so that's great. Great sponsor, but that gradient, that orange within that middle sash, and I don't know, those colors just work for me. Orange and that green just look good with that geographic kind of mesh pattern. This just works for me in a lot of ways. I like it a lot.
Yeah, this is a beautiful kit. I love Rocket League. They did a wonderful job with the Rocket League logos on all of their kits, especially their goalie kit has the actual Rocket League logo. So they did a great job with making sure that the Rocket League stood out, but then didn't kind of overpower the jersey. The colors go perfectly with the theme of the team. I mean, the only issue I have with Loyal right now is political issues, but I guess that's not for this show. But maybe get a classic, BLM logo on the back or something. Make some people mad, but just saying, it's a lot better than being racist.
Yes.
That's neither here or there.
No, I feel the same way. I don't support some of their players, but it is what it is. It's not my team, but I do respect this kit.
Yep.
I do like the colors also. I'm not the biggest fan of orange, although I live in South Carolina, Clemson everywhere. But I do love the gradient. It goes well with the badge. It just meshes really well. I like that they have the Charlie logo as orange. The logo on the side is also orange. They do a good job of matching all of it, making it uniform. Rocket League is an awesome game. I'm not very good at it. You guys would kill me in it, but I enjoy it. It's something everybody can be down for. It's a beautiful kit. I like it a lot.
Yeah, this is a very good contrast of colors. They match up really well. Love that they did a topographical design on the kit. And Charlie doesn't almost ever go wrong.
Charlie always, yeah.
But I'm not a Rocket League guy. It's not my type of soccer. I don't personally like the Rocket League logo on the keeper kits. It looks a little bit too big on the shirt for me. But apart from that, really good.
I would say, I do like the topographical kits. They're always a little bit hit or miss for me at times. If you don't know what it is, it seems odd. And
I'm really hoping that is like the mountains of San Diego or something like that, because that makes it more personal.
It probably is.
I'm assuming it is, especially when you look at the white kits. We'll talk about that at a different time.
Yes.
But they did a good job at sticking with the local.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah. And I do like how they use that white green throughout is very similar to what's in the crest with that that little shade between the Loyal and then the Green Mountains. And then the gradient is that same as what's on the crest. So when you have a top-notch crest, you need to incorporate that into your kits. And I think this is a good way to do that, because you don't want a green kit with a very bright red or pink whatever it's a crest. You want to incorporate those colors, because if you're going to use them in your crest, you use them on your kit, and this is a good example of that. Any other thoughts before I reveal the rankings here? Anyone else?
Let's show it off.
Okay. I give it a solid 4.3. It's not my favorite. I do have my small little things about it. I am a sucker for a collar guy, as you've all noted over these past 3 episodes. I'm a collar guy. But this is a very solid kit. I would buy this in a heartbeat, and I'm so excited to see what's the future for San Diego and Charlie partnership. Gio gave it a 4. Similar to me. If you got any other thoughts there, Gio, just to explain your reasoning there?
No, I think it's solid. Although, like I said, these aren't my favorite colors. The green isn't like my Greenville green, but they do a really good job making
It
it
ain't your
work.
Clemson orange.
It's not my Clemson orange either. You won't see me wearing
Go
orange.
Gamecocks.
You'll never see me wearing orange. But no, I think it's a solid kit. Colors all around. Gradient looks great. The brand, the color, the Rocket League logo is the same color. It just all meshes very well. I'm sure it looks good in person also. So I'm really happy with it.
Foxy gave it a solid 4.5 out of 5.
Oh, yeah, like I mean, we've talked about it, and we were just talking about this with the last jersey. Like when the sponsorship, when the colors kind of pop off differently and stuff like that, it changes the jersey. And they did a really good job at sticking with the orange and the different shades of orange. But stick with that. It's just the details. Even the loyal to the soil, their catchphrase on the collar. It's always the nice little touches that always look beautiful to a kit for me.
Yeah. Reagan absolutely loved this kit with a solid 5 out of 5.
It's a banger.
So saying this is the guy who's just talking the worst about it.
It's a banger. Like I got my grievances, but it's mostly against Rocket League, not
Not the kids themselves. So safe to say this is one of the upper echelon kits with a solid 4.5 out of 5. I believe it's tied with the top spot on our list with Miami. This is up there. We are a big fan here of this kit by San Diego. Well done by Charlie. Well done by San Diego for actually making a really well-designed kit. And yeah, I just think we're all excited to see what else they have in store for us.
Beautiful stuff, San Diego. Beautiful stuff.
Yes. Now, next one, we're still staying out west, but a little bit more inland. We're going with San Antonio FC and their away kits.
Show it off, Regan.
Yes, show it off. You have the kit? You want to show it off?
There you go. Take the sweater off.
Ooh, look at that. Lovely.
There we go.
I love the colors on the back, how they are differentiate with the blue and the
orange for the name, light blue for the numbers of it.
That's a nice touch, I will say. I didn't factor that into my score, but I'll say that is a nice touch. I will say I love those colors of the blue, like those orange, and I think is that a pink in between the orange and
it is a pink. It's light blue, pink, and an orange.
Okay, I like those colors. Loki wish they do a little bit more with them, but I like those colors. Those are fun. I will say it does seem a little too high for me. That vertical, it seems like everything got like pushed up.
Yeah, everything's like on the chest plate.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot down below, like in the like stomach region down, and it gives vibes of just a white t-shirt because of that. If they would have had that vertical stripe maybe a little bit lower, it would have less of that effect. But I like those colors. Otherwise, it's a white t-shirt. It works. It's not a bad kit.
I feel the same way. I think it's just clustered up top. The The Toyota, I wish they did something different with the logo itself. It looks like clip art, just box there. They didn't do a good job of meshing it well. And I wish it was just more than just a white kit. Maybe just
To
something.
put 3 sparks on it or something.
So, yeah, at least yeah, something.
I mean,
but
I
maybe
like whenever the San Antonio Sports Group, who owns like the Spurs and the San Antonio FC, like their Viva, like the orange, pink, and blue, like the jerseys for either club always do well for me.
Mhm.
It looks nice, brings a little history back to San Antonio. So I will never put slander on the team I support.
No, I feel the same way though, Regan. Like, not that I'm a huge like San Antonio fan, but as a guy who's worked in sporting goods stores in the past, I love classic '90s Spurs stuff, and that's what this is. This is a classic '90s Spur jersey, almost like if the Spurs went to a soccer jersey, this is what it would become. It has those colors are beautiful. Can I agree that it is kind of all just shoved up here? Sure. Like maybe they should have made it almost more of a Hummel where it had more verticals going down or something, faded away. But I mean, overall, it's a nice, clean kit. I'm a fan of it personally. Could it be more? Sure. But could it be worse? God, yeah. So
This
could be a
is
lot worse.
this is their first year with Puma partnership because they've had Nike the past couple years, so they didn't do bad.
Not for Puma. Puma, I like Puma. I feel like they make comfortable jerseys, but they can be boring. They have their templates and they stick with them. Right, Honeycomb?
Page in Indy 11 from last year. Very, very template-y, but this does show they tried harder than the Indy 11 did last year. So there is hope that there will be much better renditions of this Viva kit. Those colors, it would be so great if they even just like accented like the collar or like the cuffs, and they could have done so much more with these beautiful colors.
If they
That's what
scented
hurts
them
me.
better, if they did a color, they just put a little more color into it, just so that there wasn't so much white, I would like it so much more. But I do like the effort, the classicness that you guys are talking about, and I think that could be great for, they can take that the criticism and do something great next year.
Yeah. San Antonio, definitely stick with the Viva.
Yes.
Stick with the Viva. We're not saying get rid of Viva. We're just saying make it more Viva. Viva!
Viva más.
Yeah.
Now let's see the damage.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see the damage.
I gave it a 3.7. It works for me as a basic template kit with just a white t-shirt, but there are just a few off issues. The Toyota logo is actually off-centered based off the graphic. It's off to the left. It's not centered, which is annoying.
Say, did it come out better?
It came out better on the shirt.
Yeah, it is better on the shirt.
That is good. That is good. But it's more of it's similar to Inter Miami for a few years. They were too shy to embrace those colors, and then they finally did, and people loved it. San Antonio needs to embrace these colors, and I just expected more with these colors, and it's just a disappointment for me. Gio, on the other hand, didn't feel as good of a rating as I did, and given a solid 1 out of 5.
Making Regan cry the week after his birthday.
I gave it a 1. I gave it a 1 for the 3 colors. I just wish it was differently. I wish it wasn't so white, and I wish it wasn't a clip art box of the Toyota logo. They could have made it black to go with the Toyota, and send out everything a little bit better. It's just a black box, something I would do in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint.
I don't know why they chose the Toyota square.
Yeah,
just do the actual logo in black, not the black square.
Fill it in. Yeah, that's clip artwork that I did in elementary school. But I gave it's better than the Legions, that's for sure.
That's a low bar. Sorry, Taylor. Fox honestly felt a little bit better. Gave it a solid 4
I
out of
liked
5.
it. It's a great kit. I'm tired of Brett saying, I like a classic white kit, and then always giving white kits shambles of grades. Like, don't say you like white kits if you're going to give them shambles of grades every single time. This is a nice, clean white kit with a nice pop of color. It could be better. Yeah, I agree. Like the Toyota logo. I don't know why we went with the Toyota block. You could have did just like take out the square and use the Toyota logo as black and then say Toyota. Or just the logo, like the US warm-ups that have the big Volkswagen logo. Like, we all know that's the Toyota logo. We all know that's the Volkswagen logo. Like, you don't have to say Toyota.
You're right.
Because there was another one that we saw, I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago, that had a car dealership, but it had it was the local car dealership. That makes sense to me. If you're like San Antonio, Jim Butner, Toyota or whatever. But if it's just Toyota, just put the Toyota logo and make it clean. That's like my only negative is it is kind of all just up here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Reagan. Actually, you know what? No, I will show you my collection at some point. I have a lot of white kits. You'll see my bias at some point.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're a liar.
The white looks so clean, but you're so worried about getting it dirty and stained.
Yes.
Yeah. But I will say I am very picky with white kits. But I love them. I'll get into it at a different time. Let's get to Reagan's rating here. Obviously, since he has it, he absolutely loves it. It's a 5 out of 5. I see a pattern here, Reagan.
No bias whatsoever.
To say, this seems a little biased. You know, I was nice enough
There's no
with my Louisville stuff.
Sure you were.
Overall, it got mixed reviews, especially based off of this conversation. It got a 3.4 out of 5. Some of us loved it. Some of us wanted more. Some of us didn't like it.
It's an okay kit.
It works. Overall, yeah, it works. It's better effort than some people. So that's not a high bar to pass. It works. 3.4 out of 5. Yeah. There goes that one. Now, this next one, if you recall during last episode's release last Wednesday, we included a fan poll to get the 5th kit for us to discuss. And the winner came out to be Detroit City Home.
From Detroit to Detroit. This is what I was talking about. This is what.
Yeah, this is the one.
This is the one with the dealership logo.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. For the man who hasn't seen, for the one who hasn't seen Spider-Man, spoilers.
Spoilers.
3 Spider-Mans?
Whoa.
Well, some people have not seen it yet.
This guy. I haven't seen it yet.
So we need to have a kid show watch party at some point to get that through to you, right?
Just live tweet the entire time. That was so mean to me.
I had to bring it up.
As he's wearing his Batman.
As I with his Batman.
This
I love
DC
Batman
boring.
too. Have you seen Batman?
No, I haven't seen the new
Okay, I don't
Batman
want to
either.
talk. I don't want to talk to you.
I'm seeing it tonight.
I've seen the prequel when Batman
Okay, no,
was a vampire.
No. Let's get back to the kits now. Let's get. I don't want. We'll argue later.
So this is Detroit City FC. Their first year in the USL Championship.
First professional season.
No matter
Well, now
what.
NIPAC or NIPC, whatever it is.
No, it's NISA. It's NISA.
NISA.
So this would be.
It's not important enough for me to know the letters.
Yeah, it's their, I believe, their third or fourth professional season, first in USL Championship. Moving up leads, and
Promoted.
these kits are simple to me. I like the idea that they try to do with that sash being a different shade of red, but Detroit City has their colors. They have that gold, and they have that like burgundy maroon. I
Mm.
wanted to see a little bit more of that gold, maybe on the cuffs, and this just seems too simple for me. I know I'll get pricing hate from Detroit City fans. That's okay. It's just too simple for me. I'm just not a fan.
I agree. Like it's kind of boring. It has the false sash. I like the false sash actually. One of my favorite American Outlaw jerseys has the stripes and then a false stretch through it that changes the colors of it. So I like that. I will say kind of ballsy with here, keeping that star on top of the logo. But
Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
yeah,
Oh, the kahunas.
yeah. But I mean, overall, it's a nice first season kit. And everybody's first season kit's not crazy or anything like that. Like I still have my 2015 Louisville City. It is a purple kit with white 3 stripes. Like that's it. But but it's mine and I love it. So Detroit, love it. You're gonna love this kit. I like the maroon personally. I do like the colors. As a alumni at the Eastern Kentucky University Colonels, we are proud to be maroon, and that is it's a good maroon. I like maroon. So shout out to EKU right there too.
I think it's very plain. I wish they would for a team that talks the way they talk, and they're so excited about what they can bring to the league. I was hoping they would bring something a little more exciting with their kits. I am a fan of the sash. I like USA kits with sashes, but I don't think it stands out enough. It's with just being a different shade. I can't even give them credit for the gold that they have on the shoulder because that's just an Adidas thing.
Yeah.
So I would have liked some more accents of it. I do like the skyline. I think it's just a cool little touch.
Mhm.
We could do without the Metro Detroit Chevy dealers thing. We know you're Detroit City, and the Chevy deal. The Chevy logo might have been sufficient, but it's an okay kit. Not blown away by anything about it, and good try for your first real season.
See, you couldn't do just the plain Chevy logo on this because it would look like a really bad off-brand Man United jersey.
Yeah, we can't have
With
that.
Can't have that.
You'll never walk alone.
Right. Regan, how you feel?
If it didn't have the sash, it'd be on the same par as the Birmingham kit because it'd just be a basic template.
Yeah.
But I do like how the sash is just that off shade of like a wine or a burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually makes it better for me as opposed to Geo.
They could have done more.
Like with like these like localized like you'll see some clubs with like realtors that have their name on the jersey, and just like this saying like the Chevy dealers with the skyline. It makes that look better as opposed to making it look worse.
Yeah.
But as also like from Northeast Ohio, I do like Cavs who have like the same wine and gold color scheme. But I do have slight grievances against the city of Detroit as a rival. But the wine and gold does look good for me.
Let's go Pistons. Also, one of the best early 90s NBA logos around too.
Those old Pistons, yeah.
And also seeing their badge kind of goes on the same theme of Cleveland SC of I think it's the NPSL who beat Chicago United, who's going to be playing our friend Omar's and Evans Ford Madison on Thursday, I believe, on April 6th in the Open Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cleveland Guardians now kind of have the same thought as well with the vibe with the kid.
Yeah.
I will say, I think Detroit City was before all of those. I think they were one of the first main ones to do it, if I'm not mistaken. It's I will say they have a classic crest and they have good, solid colors. Like Gio saying, I wanted more from it. There are some good elements in it. I just wanted more. It's Detroit City. They're loud and they're proud. And this, it doesn't embody that. It honestly, a little bit to me, almost would have been a little bit better if they didn't do that like invisible sash type thing. And then this would have been just a solid whatever. It's a first year. It works with maybe some more accents of gold. It just,
Yeah, maybe
I
do
do like-
the gold or do the gold, arm set or arm cuffs.
cuffs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the cuffs. Yeah.
But I do like how their badge, the arms actually go out outside the like crest of the design
Yeah,
instead of like being cut off in
Bound.
the middle of it.
agree. So obviously, as you can tell by my opinion on this kit, I gave it a 1 out of 5. I don't remember. Did I rate this better than the Legion kit or worse?
I think you gave it a 0.5 or you might give it a 1.
I think it was a 1. I gave it the best grade with a 2. So
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think you gave it a 1.
So this for me, yeah, according to my rankings, this is on par with Birmingham Legions, which is a different level. So
And
that's
Taylor,
how I feel.
don't feel so bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
Detroit
There's a
City.
high one and a low one.
Yeah. This could have been a 1.1.
I will say real quick on that kit for Legion. Sorry, Kayla, I'm gonna rub this in. Sorry, it actually didn't even hit a 1 per the averages. It was a 0.95.
Rounded it up.
I just had to be. I just had to put that out there. So next up we have Gio's rating. He liked it a little bit more than I did, with a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I feel a little bit, a little bit better than some of the other ones, but especially the Birminghams. I'm sorry, Kayla, again. But yeah,
We're
I just wish
fired.
they would have done more. Oh, please don't fire me. This is the only joy I have. I just wish, like you said, they're loud and they're proud about who they are, what they're bringing to the table. For goodness sake, they even kept the star on the top of the jersey. So for winning nothing, but here we are. Hopefully they can do better. We'll see what they have next season. We'll see how they do the rest of this year. But it's okay.
San Antonio got their win against them.
There you go. Like, what happens? What happens if they win a USL championship out of nowhere? Is that just a second star, or do you put the star above their first star, or
Is it a different color star?
is it a different color star? Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, I give it a 3.5. It's a nice solid kit. It's a good, could be a lot more, but it's not completely plain and boring. So it has the fall. I call it the fall sash because it's not a different color. It's a different tone. So got the nice fall stash in it, and I don't know. I like it. It's a good maroon kit. You don't see maroon around too much unless you're in Ohio, apparently.
Yes, yeah. We need more maroon.
It's wine, not maroon. Wine.
Ooh.
Difference.
Next up, we got Reagan, and as you've seen over the last 3 episodes, he always has a nice, favorable opinion on these kits with a solid 4 out of 5.
Yeah, four is my very solid type of kit. No grievances against it.
That works.
Not even the
Hey,
star.
but-
Come on.
Not even a star.
Hey.
So overall, we got it a 2.6 out of 5. Not the best work overall. I definitely think Gio and I's ratings bring it down, so it could be better. But I think we all expected maybe a little bit more from it. It's not absolutely terrible, unless you say to me.
It's 2.6 makes sense. It's halfway there.
Yeah, it's close to being a decent kid that works. It just needs a few things, I think, overall. So now let's review what we've done before. Ignore the 2 kits that already popped up, I forgot to do the transitions for those. So we got the Legion kit, we got the Loyal kit, and then we got the Vegas kit. So once again, go over it. The Legion got a 1 out of 5.
Can they
San
see
Diego-
that? Are we on the side?
Yeah, you're over here on the side. Yeah.
Okay.
San Diego's
Taylor.
got shot up there with a 4.5 out of 5. Vegas with a solid 4. San Antonio with a we want more 3.4, and Detroit City with a 2.6. Solid kicks. Could be better for some of these, but some good ones this week. USL Championship, okay, not bad.
Yeah.
But now, a little bit of a segue, a few crests got released this past week, as if you are part of, soccer world here in the lower leagues, that would be Lexington SC released their new green on green crest down playing in Lexington. I said South Carolina. Okay, it's Kentucky. It's Lexington, Kentucky.
It's a soccer club, not a football club.
Yeah.
It's a sporting club.
Oh wait, I thought that was geographic. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. It's Lexington SC.
Yeah, it's Lexington Sporting Club because it is the whole sporting of Lexington with all the different horse sports that we have.
Yes, and
I can't
they'll
wait.
be.
In South
Can't
Carolina,
wait for their stadium to get built like right next to Rupp Arena.
Oh yeah, it's basically on the University of Kentucky's
Nice.
general campus, and which is, I think personally, so I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
I went to college at Eastern Kentucky University, so I drove through Lexington all the time. Lexington's where we would go to do anything, because if you've heard of Richmond, Kentucky, it's because you went to EKU. There's nothing in Richmond. You've heard of it? Hey.
Yeah, I actually had a friend of mine from my town. He actually went there. So
Okay, so you went to EKU. Yeah. But Lexington's where you go to do anything, and this is a nice Kentucky kit. If you look at what they talked about, why the green and stuff like that, it's the rolling hills of Kentucky, the grass and stuff like that. So they actually use all sorts of different shades of green, from the dark green to the light green. I mean, maybe they could have gave the horse a little bit less of a dump, but because it has a rump dump, he's rocking it. But I think this personally is a nice kit for Lexington, and I like that they didn't go with the go-to blue and white that they could have. I mean, as I'm a huge Kentucky fan, so I wouldn't have been surprised. I wouldn't have been disappointed, but I'm happily surprised that they went with something different than the go-to blue and white that Lexington always likes to do.
Yeah.
Very nice logo.
Yeah. And they're joining the USL League One in 2023. We have a few other teams who'll be joining the league as well. So we'll be quite excited to see what kind of kits they come up with. Hopefully not just a black one and a white one with a green crest. I'm looking at you, Miami.
Well, what I'm hoping for to see from them, because looking at some of the merchandise they have up in their store, they have Nike like sleeves and Nike hoodies. So what I hope to see is like the Liverpool kit, the Liverpool home this year, where it's like the main red with those very thin lines, collar and cuffs,
and that neon green,
and have it be the neon green, like dark green base with those like light green accents.
Nice. Those would be nice. And now, this upcoming, moving on. Next, we have the USLW, which is starting. I think is it this summer, right? This summer, spring. And in lieu of that, Greenville Triumph released their branding for the USLW team, the Greenville Liberty. Gio, would you want to talk about this more, given that's time?
Yeah, you're at the party.
I was there, and it was awesome. It was a great turnout. They even mentioned that it possibly is a better turnout than even the Greenville Triumph unveiling.
Ooh.
I was excited seeing it for the first time, and I love it. I love the yellow. I love the blue. Same as Greenville Triumph's blue. I love that it takes its own spin. I love these alternate logos. The one with the bridge and the jasmine, and a lot of people learned for the first time that South Carolina flower, the state flower, is a jasmine. So I love that touch. And if they give us a kit kind of like Racing Louisville or Portland Thorns
Ooh.
with the
Oh
roses,
yeah.
if they give us something like that with that jasmine flower, it would be one of the best kits, men's, women's, all
Oh
around
yeah.
the United
Yeah.
You
States.
can't beat a good flower kit.
Yeah,
Like-
so if
Yeah,
we give-
I'm not sure if that dark blue and yellow will make it look good.
I don't know. They even that's
Or if
why I
they do
was
like a
saying,
dark blue and the light
Accent it.
blue, maybe it'll work.
I'm sure they could make it work. Hopefully, that's something they're working on. That would be ideal. That would be a lot of fun. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for the girls and see what we can do. We've had successful seasons with Greenville Triumph, and I'm expecting the same with Greenville Liberty. I love the name. We have Liberty Bridge here in downtown Greenville, so it works perfectly.
And then there's the bridge and the logo, the alt logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just encompasses everything, and I'm super excited to see what they come up with. And I'm really happy with it. We had a great turnout. There's a lot of excitement. I think we have some great talent. I've played against one of the girls on the team, and she kicked our butt. And I don't ever want to play against them again. And so we have some great talent here in the upstate, with girls from all around here, going to other colleges also. So it's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm excited for the season.
I'm so excited for the USLW coming because one, if you're from Louisville and live in Louisville still, that's free soccer for you because they're doing the Racing Louisville 2 side or B side. I
Yeah.
don't know what
Yeah,
they're
it's
going
a
by.
two.
Two side, okay. The 2 side, they're going for free soccer. And I'm like, yes, I love that. And then, but I live in St. Louis and we have the St. Louis Lions. And
Yeah, you
it was so excited to see them go from one of those weird non-league, semi-pro leagues that you'd never hear of to the USL. Both actually, the men's squad on that is in the USL League 2,
They
and
are.
then the women's side is in the USLW. So that's exciting for me to where I don't have to just sit here and wait until MLS shows up next
Okay.
year. I mean, we
Yeah.
have MLS Next Pro, but I am so indifferent about that. They
Hey,
won
you guys got
yesterday.
First win in the
Yeah, in the whole league, the inaugural season over.
Yeah.
So went out Rochester.
Rochester,
maybe you
the
should make this
Rhinos.
like a Pinedo Adi or a Fataya Lache and loan him to the MLS Next Pro.
Right. So, I mean, I'm excited for this USLW season. So maybe there we go, Gio. Away days. Come visit St. Louis.
It might happen. It might happen.
Do it, brother.
It
Hey.
might happen. We'll see what happens
Hey.
this summer.
Oh wait, Indy has a team too, right?
Indy
Indy
also
does
has a
have team.
team.
Yeah,
Same
two.
branding, everything.
Yeah, 2 team
Mhm.
No,
Or-
no,
or
it's just the
W
women's
team.
Yeah, the
But
W
with
team.
this Greenfield alternate logo with just a bridge, it just reminds me of that Greenville FC
Mhm.
Oh
team a couple
yeah.
years ago where they had that on their badge.
And I
You
was
mean-
a fan of theirs.
To say, I think Britt might have
Come
it.
on, I know he does. Yes.
There it is.
Love that. Love
That was my
crest.
first thought when I
times.
saw that as the alternate.
Yes.
Good times. And I am a huge fan that we branded differently than the men's team. I know there's a lot of just talks about should it just be Greenville Triumph and everybody just equal. But I love that they got their own thing. They're gonna have they have their own Twitter page. They have their own branding, their own thing to love and support. And I'm excited to have both magnets on my car, both kits, all four, hopefully more than 4 kits this year. I'm excited for all of it. I'm glad that they did their own branding for it, and I love it.
I'm just excited that there's more women's sports and the USL is investing heavily into the women's game.
Yes, sir.
It's been a massive gap between the NWSL and that's been it. So
Yeah.
There was other leagues because like the St. Louis women's, they were in like pro.
WPSL or whatever.
UPSL,
Yeah.
the Eagles.
But, like-
after college, it's
There's nothing.
difficult. It's
Yeah.
difficult, especially thinking about it, we're one of the best soccer countries in the world for the women, So after college, if you can't go to Europe or play in the United States, it's hard to
Right on.
break through. It's not like in the men's you have all these choices
Yeah.
to still
Go
play
play in Turkey
professionally.
or whatever.
So
You know?
this is perfect for them because then there's going to be the Super League also,
Yeah.
and it's going to be really exciting to have young women be able to play here in the W League and then move on to maybe the Super League and go from there, and have a place to play and show off their talent. And it would be amazing if girl from Greenville Liberty plays for the United States. We already have one actually who played for the U23 team the other day.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
and I'm so excited to have that. It's a great example for I have my 11-year-old daughter. It's going to be great to we're not only going
Yes.
to men's games, we're going to women's games too. Anybody can make it. We can
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
love them
And I'm-
both equally.
I'm gonna make sure that my boys that we're gonna be going to Lions games, and we'll be going to. I mean, who knows? St. Louis is such a big city. It's probably going to get NWSL team sometime or another.
It better.
Yeah, I
If
know it needs it. Or if it, what'd you say, Vegan?
If that league's still around with all
Yeah, I
that.
say
No,
I know. That's so true. But
Hey, yeah.
but if they, I'll definitely be having my boys see. It's like, hey man, see, they could destroy you.
Yeah.
oh, they
So-
would.
Hot take: USLW and USL Super League oversees the NWSL, but more soccer is never a bad thing. I'm always a fan of this, and like I said, investing in women. So I'm really excited, and that also means more kits for us to review. So
Yeah.
all of us here at the Kit Show are excited about new possibilities and more kits.
If we have a job after
If we have a job,
this
Tyler,
episode.
don't fire us. We appreciate you joining us for today's conversation. We're really excited, and we should have a very fun, hopefully unbiased USL League One review of some of the kits coming out next week on next week's episode. I'm looking at you, Gio. And before we leave, you want to show off your kits a little bit. I got the Indy 11 pink, Lee Paft, Shun You Foxy.
Look at those stars. How many stars is on that Indy kit? I can't see any of the stars.
Only one more than Detroit.
I got Mitch Tanner on my jersey. I'll take it.
Sir.
Hey, I love Batman. So I love my Batman kit.
So see, the only thing I regret about this kit, and I can't regret anything because it was a gift from my wife, so I love it. But it would have been just this much better if it was the Jogo jersey. Get that Jonathan Gomez.
No, it could be a Paulo Del Piccolo.
I mean, it could have been anybody. I love the whole team. Sean Tosh, you're my best friend. I love you to death. So
Guy who wears a tucked-in shirt on the field.
locked in, tucked in, locked in all day.
All right. All right. We'll discuss more offline, but thanks for coming in, enjoying this episode. We're very pleased to have you watching, and we have some really fun stuff coming up. So
And make sure you comment to tell us how awful our rankings are, or if you agree.
and
Participate.
Take our job.
and then be sure to vote in our fan poll at the very bottom so we can select next week's 5th kit by the fans. I think that was really fun. Kits it out of our hands and gives it into the hands of you guys. So we appreciate you love and support, and appreciate it, and enjoy the weekend. League Path for the win.
Let's go
watch some
USA.
soccer.
Yeah, USA Sunday, last Sunday,
Yeah.
and then what's the next game? 'Cause
They're
this
in the
is on
World Cup
Wednesday.
at this point.
Yeah, they made it to the World Cup. We did it, guys.
All right, take care, guys.